Hey guys, this is Mongolian Mindset, and it's Shelly today, and we're gonna be helping Sammy or Samantha find her personality type. Samantha, you don't have to go into any traumas or anything like that. We'll be using what you say to triangulate down on your best fit type. You can use that to do whatever you want. Can you introduce yourself?
Well, I'm from Scotland and I've just been trying to find my personality type for a long time now. And I don't know why it's been so difficult. I just see a lot of different angles and that I think that's why it's been so difficult. I've not really had any luck. So I guess I'm just here to try and get some help and some insight and so I can move forward a bit here.
Okay. What do you want to be remembered for?
I think I definitely want to be remembered for the person that I am and the impact I've had on other people, sort of thing. You know, I'm always loyal, and um, I'm quite proud that I'm a loyal person. And I also would like to be remembered for my the kind of person I am inside, my creative outlook, my insight, and just my overall outlook on life.
Mhm. Okay. Hmm. What is some advice you would give to the 5-year-old version of yourself?
I would say just be yourself. Don't care what those other people are saying to you because it's not true.
Mhm.
Just express yourself however you want.
Mhm. What do you think is something that the next generation should know?
Um, that the world is corrupt and evil. um, I can't really think of anything else.
Hmm. What's something let's see. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, I want to see myself having my own independent business where I can express my passions in my inner world. Um, and I want to make it clear that I'm capable of being successful and to show people from the past that they were wrong about me. I don't know if that'll happen, but I hope it does.
I mean, as long as you do the work, it'll happen. Just
Yeah.
remember that one day at a time, one day at a time. Shelly, got anything?
Sorry.
Um, yeah, sorry, I had myself on mute. How do you know when what somebody else says is true?
When How do I know when someone else says something is true?
Yeah, with if somebody tells you something, how do you know if it's true or not?
Um, well, I would ask other people, I would say, and try and research it. And I would also kind of have an impression of what they're saying,
Mhm.
whether it's true or not.
Do you believe anything could be true or false?
I think there's different angles to everything, and it's difficult for me to see things as just one answer. So
Mhm.
I don't really think that anything can be truly true or false.
Shelly, cover me.
Okay, how comfortable are you in social situations with people you don't know?
I'm kind of selectively social that way. I can sit and talk to people, like be nice and friendly, but it's only with certain people that I can truly be my true self because I think that the average person would find me a bit strange and weird.
Okay. Um, what do you think is something that separates you from the next person? Like if you had to bet on one of your skills, what do you think that would be?
Like, what would be different about me to the next person?
Like if you had to bet on a skill of your own that separates you from the next person. So like something that I would say is my focus. I can focus better than anybody. I think if I was to bet on one skill, I would probably bet on that skill. What about yourself?
Probably in trying to understand people and have empathy with them and not just judge someone. Like, people are just so quick to judge, and it's just not fair. So I would try to figure out, you know, just trying to like investigate something, come up with my own conclusion.
Okay.
What do you think gives you a sense of purpose in life?
My emotions, and I call it my inner world. It's a bit cringy.
Your what?
My inner world, I call it, is a bit cringy, but everything inside me is like, I have this loads of passion inside me that is my purpose in life. I want to incorporate that passion and that inner passion I have in creative outlets like artwork and stuff like that to show the world who I am and just show that identity to the world.
Did you always kind of like know like your identity type thing, or is that something you've been working on?
It's always been really important to me throughout my life. When I was younger, I did try to fit in, but I just wanted to be accepted. But I just started to, you know, be in touch with myself and my own emotions and want to stand apart. But even still, when I do want to be different than everyone else, I do still find myself being a bit of a social chameleon.
Okay.
What do you think the biggest problem with humanity is?
I think it's just out for itself. It doesn't think about other people's feelings. It doesn't actually think of humanity, like love. It just is out for itself, out for money, superficial, materialistic things.
Do you ever have feelings of like, or sorry, trying to think how to phrase the question. Do you ever question your self-worth?
Yeah, a lot. Because I pay a lot of attention to what other people say about me as if it's facts. And even though that part of me deep down knows that they're just jealous or not good people, I don't know why, it really is important to me what people say to me.
What's the most important thing in your life other than friends and family?
It would be my hobbies, my emotions, and having fun and living in the moment with my passions and my the thoughts that go inside my head.
Okay.
Shit.
What do you think are the best things about typology?
Finding yourself and like having this logical, like tangible thing that can help you figure out yourself and understand yourself.
Okay, now I'm gonna flip that. What do you think are the worst things?
What do I think about what, sorry?
I said, now what do you think are the worst things about typology?
There's too much information.
Much information. Yeah, I feel that
Overwhelming.
a lot of people get like the wrong information, and then it could make any type of conclusion you come to bad. So you got to make sure you get the right information.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How did you feel about coming on camera?
Very nervous.
Was there any part of you that like didn't want to do it, or?
No, I really wanted to do it. I was very, very optimistic about doing it.
The be on camera part, I guess.
Oh, I didn't want to do it at all.
I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah, I'm all right on like phone calls, but video calls are just weird and awkward.
Yeah. I agree. Did you already ask her where she sees her life in 10 years?
What, sorry?
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Yeah. The business and okay. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
my first wish would be to be famous for who I am and being an artist. I don't exactly know exactly what kind of art that would be, because I do like expressing myself through different forms of art, like music videos and poetry, things like that. So I would like that to be incorporated into the world and seen for who I am. That would be one of the wishes. Second wish I would think would be to understand humanity and like the universe itself, like what's there and why I am the way that I am, and just know a lot of information that's unknown.
Yeah. Third wish.
I think my third wish would be a lot of money.
It's all good. If you could have any dream job in the world, no restriction, what would it be?
Musician.
Musician. Okay.
Yeah.
If you could install any law into the world, like this became a law, what would it be?
Law. I think it would be something to do with like being humanitarian, like no killing, no killing, the death penalty not allowed.
No killing?
Yeah, no killing.
Okay.
Do you find it hard to make decisions, and why?
I find it hard to make decisions because I see different angles I see all different kind of angles and paths, and I get overwhelmed and I don't know. I see potential in a lot of things, so I can't really make one decision because I'll be worried about missing out and making the wrong decision.
How do you behave when you're angry?
When I'm angry, I'm filled with anger. I'm very impulsive, and I don't use any logic at all when I'm angry. I'm very impulsive, and I've even, when I was younger, I used to throw things against the wall, but I've kind of calmed myself down from that. But yeah, I hold grudges against people, and it's quite shameful.
It's all good.
Even little things. I could literally just block someone over something very small and immature.
Oh. Oh.
And then regret it.
Okay. Where do you fuck, I just want to burn.
What are some things that cause you to feel stressed out?
Having a lot to do, like a lot on my schedule, and a lot of things that involve like serious stuff around people. I like being around people, but I get overwhelmed by it. Yeah, I think that a lot of my stress evolves around people. Any kind of meeting with someone or anything like about my health. Like if I go to the doctor or something, and I'm always scared that there's going to be a worst case scenario.
Tell us about your typical weekend.
My typical weekend would be, well, so far it's kind of been like me sitting planning for my future. I would go out and do something that interests me and like follows my passions, like a hobby of mine. Like for example, I like to go to the museum to be in that kind of aesthetically pleasing surrounding, and because the stuff in the museum is fascinating to me, and I like looking at the meaning behind everything and the impression that it gives me.
So, do you think you're more outgoing now, or like when you were a child?
When I was a child, I was extremely shy. and reserved. And I kind of had a hard time for that. But when I was a teenager, I started to come out my shell slowly, just with individual one-to-one.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was a child, I was extremely quiet.
Hmm.
Do you have many regrets? And what do you think they center around?
I think really doing like silly things, like making silly mistakes, and because I think that they were embarrassing for me, and I'm worried that those people still remember that about me.
Mm.
And I regret not taking advantage of opportunities as well.
If you could live in the past, the future, the present, which one would you tend to want to live more in? Time period. You know, some people like to move back to the 1950s. Some people like to live in ancient Egypt. I would love to go back to some time like that.
I would say like the late 1700s, so like 1780s, because
Wow.
I like the vibe of that time period. I like the clothes as well, and just the overall like eerie kind of dark feeling around it. But I probably would be a lot in trouble, in a lot of trouble for, you know, because I do tarot and stuff like that, so they'd probably burn me at the stake. So I'd probably be out the way in a little cottage hiding.
What do you think stops you from like starting a business now as opposed to down the road?
I'm not really good with money and like accounts and stuff. It's a bit overwhelming for me. And I can't make my mind up what I want to do because I've got that many hobbies, I've got that many interests, so I can't really find a clear goal.
So do you start things and not finish them a lot, or?
Yeah, I barely finish anything. I get this drive to do something, this like impulsive drive to start something, and then it just burns out. And I end up doing something else. I end up getting another idea and doing something else.
Okay.
If you weren't going to be a musician, what would you like to be besides that?
I would like to be a poet, so I can express my my emotions through writing
Mm-hmm.
in a kind of poetic, like intuitive kind of way. I don't really want people to know exactly what I'm thinking. I want to give like an impression to the world and have them kind of thinking, why is she like this? And kind of have this mystery round about me.
Mm-hmm. Manipulate other people's thinking. I like that. Okay. Um,
If you ever went to jail, what would it be for?
Sorry?
If you ever went to jail, what would it be for?
Oh, probably helping someone with some kind of crime. I'd probably get roped into that just because I would feel sorry for them. I don't think that would happen. I don't really think that would happen at all, but
Okay. Hypothetically, yeah.
yeah. Well, I ain't gonna. Sheila, how you feel about this?
Um,
You got more
yeah.
questions? Or you want to go? Hmm.
Yeah, I'm good.
All righty. So it was very easy on to see that when you first came on here and we asked you like you know, what got you into typology and stuff like that, you said, and you got into like you weren't able to like figure out your type yourself. You see a lot of different angles. So what I saw there was extrovert intuition, seeing a lot of different angles, perspectives. It's gonna be extrovert intuition. I want to be remembered for the person that I am. It's more FI related there. proud, and I am also loyal. You're proud of being a loyal person. That's SI as well. You like to express yourself through your emotions. It's FI. The world is corrupt and evil. That's FE critic. Express my passions and through art or whatever. FI some more. But FI is linked to TE, so FITE. And then I asked you straight up early on in there a TI Trickster question. I went right after it, and you hit it. You hit it like a hurdle there. That was very. You said I don't think there can only be one truth to things. You said like there could be different reasons or what anything, and you can't see just one thing being true or whatnot. That's TI Trickster there, hallmark there. Your emotions, your inner world, more FI. Show the world my identity, FI. Identity was always important to you, FI. People are just out for themselves, greedy, whatever, interests. They are just not good people, FE critic, some more. You want to be famous for being an artist, but you want to express that through different avenues, not just one. You couldn't really figure out which one.
Yeah.
Popularity and stuff like that is going to be attached to TFI, and that's a more NE. Understand the universe, hit you for abstract on that. I see different potentials and things. NE again. You had your little SI inferior scare with your doctor. So you think about the worst things possible when you go to the doctor's SI inferior. On the weekends, you planning for your future. That's going to be future focus and abstraction. And you want to manipulate how others think. That's some TEFI there. You are initiating. So like you're extroverted, progression focused. You're on the journey of life, not particularly one outcome of things. You're just going as you go. You start a lot of things, don't finish a lot of them. That's indicative of a starter type. So initiating progression with TEFI, abstract, that makes you an ENFP.
Okay.
And what did you get for yourself?
I was typed before as an ESFP, but I didn't really relate with it.
You said what?
I didn't really relate with it, the SE dominant thing.
You said which
No,
what you
you're
typed
like
as?
way too abstract.
You said what were you typed as?
ESFP.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, were you typed by like a YouTuber or something?
Yeah, typologist, yeah.
Oh, do you know who by chance?
Oh, I didn't want to say in case I didn't want to, but Eric Strauss?
Who?
Eric Strauss?
Eric Strauss.
Oh, the cop guy. Is he the older guy?
Yeah, he's quite old.
Oh, it's the old guy, right? I think it's the
Like
old
the guy
guy.
that like he sits around smoking pot all day, isn't?
Yeah, it's the old guy. Okay. Yeah, we got your ENFP. It's pretty easy to see there.
Yeah, you definitely get it.
Obviously you don't agree with SC fucking.
Yeah, I
Obviously
did
you don't
think
fucking
that.
agree with SE fucking hero.
No, I'm definitely not in the moment. I'm always in my head, and I was like, how can I be a SE dominant when it just didn't relate with click?
Yeah, my ESFP is always like, I'm bored, I'm bored. Like she's constantly wanting to be doing something in the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to see
Definitely
that.
proves that way different than any hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, my intuition was telling me that I was INFP or ENFP, but that typing just had me thinking, what if I'm wrong? Because he knows his stuff.
Oh well,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
it's pretty hard for TI Trickster to come to conclusions like that with logic and stuff. So
Yeah.
There's
sorry about
no
that.
doubt that you're like abstract and like using any, especially like visions, like you see all the different possibilities. That's any.
Yeah, it's really messy.
Yeah, so I mean, and plus I can pick out SI a lot. You know, if you were an ESFP, I'd be picking out SENI from you a lot. But I'm getting SI with the I'm a loyal person. Loyalty is important to you. That's SI.
Yeah, and my past is really important to me as well.
And the discomfort when you're out in public with like people, like you like people, but it makes you uncomfortable.
I mean,
yeah, I'm really ambiverted. I didn't know if I was an introvert or extrovert because I'm literally both.
I mean, I keep telling people I think we might be the best at this, but you know, you come here, we'll figure out your type. Take our time. We take our time. We actually listen to you. We ask our questions, and we review.
Yeah, your questions are really easy as well. The last questions with the previous typologists were really strange.
Yeah, but if that's the guy I'm thinking of, yeah, he's peculiar.
Yes.
And I've like, if that's the same person, I've watched him and he's mistyped several people.
So just like I said, at this point, I do believe we probably are the best, and if not, I'd have to see somebody who was crediting to be better. I'd have to see it. I mean, we really take our time. We give everybody at least 30 to 40 minutes. We sit down, we go over it. I got a whole page from you over here.
Yeah, we message back and forth, talking about what we're seeing. So.
I had a whole page.
Cool.
So,
another thing I just want to say, the ENFPs write lists a lot because I'm always list writing. I don't know if that's anything associated. I always write lists, and I like basically just writing lists. I can't stop.
A what? A who? A list?
Yeah.
Like writing lists?
Yeah.
Oh, T Child.
All right.
Yeah, so T Child kind of likes to use TE, but in a childish way, and it like recharges them.
Yeah, I write a list and then I don't continue it, and I write it again in the next page.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. You got any questions for us?
Not really. I was hoping for this type. So well, I'm pretty happy.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Shelly, you want to go for Enneagram, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Asking about Enneagram. I mean 9 or.
Yeah, probably 9. Good call, Shelly. I agree with that. 9, probably 9 W1. Seems more INFP-ish.
Yeah, I had thought 4 when I read on Enneagram, but I did relate with 9 as well.
Okay. Look into it. We'll be in the group. You can feel free to ask us any questions in the future, anything like that. We do our monthly call the first Friday. We're going to be adjusting a time so that we can get more people on, because some people have said, maybe we should switch the time. But it was an absolute pleasure to meet you, and I hope you're the best in the future.
Yeah, same to you.
All right, well, take it easy.
I don't know how to leave this.
You're all good.
He'll end it, don't worry.